How often do you feel like time is just flying by? You look back and realize that 1 month, 1 year, 10 years have passed, and then you start reminiscing about the good old days, good moments that you had. Yet at the same time, you look at where you are today and you start having regrets. Dear citizens of the world, this is exactly what I've been feeling and thinking lately, and this is why I wanted to start this channel. My name is Nick. I'm a career coach and communication trainer, and I've been living abroad for half of my life. And during this time, I've been able and lucky enough to see a lot, observe a lot, and experience a lot. And through this channel, I want to share these experiences and this expertise with you. The reason why I'm starting this channel today is because I came across a video from this cool YouTuber named Ali Abdal. I've been following him for a few months now, and I came across this video where he gives tips to people on how to start a YouTube channel. And most of these tips were so compelling and so obvious that it really inspired me to start recording today. Something, by the way, that I've been putting off for a long time. See, I've been coaching and training people for the past almost 10 years now. And I've done workshops online and offline. I've trained groups one-on-one. I've written an ebook. I've recorded small videos for LinkedIn, for example. I've written articles, but I always hesitated and always felt reluctant to start on YouTube. And probably one of the reasons was that I didn't feel confident that I could meet the standards. See, I watch YouTube, I would say every day. And what I see is the quality of each video that is put out there is really impressive. And when I thought about going on YouTube and recording myself and posting videos, I felt like I wouldn't probably meet those standards because I didn't have the strength of editing videos, of maybe feel very comfortable in front of a camera. And that always created obstacles in my mind, and therefore it never materialized in reality. It took me years to actually find excuses not to start on YouTube. And thanks to Ali, for the first time, I'm ready to record and publish this video that you're actually watching right now. So in this video, it gives 10 tips as to why you should just go ahead and start on YouTube. And I picked 4 tips that I felt was very relevant to me, and I believe to most of you in your life, because these tips are not only applicable to start a YouTube channel, but they are so applicable in our daily lives, whether it be professionally or personally. The first one is don't worry about what other people have to say. And I believe this is one of the worst things that paralyzes us in life. We always look for validation. And whenever we don't get this validation, we feel stuck. We feel like we cannot move forward. He says that nobody cares about your channel, about what you have to say. I don't know how many people are watching right now. Honestly, it's a bit weird, but the thing is, I started doing it and it's just published now. So technically, let's find out if people are watching. Great. If not, then let's try and keep trying. The point is that everybody has busy lives, and so everybody has different worries. So if you worry all the time about what people have to think about you or have to say about you, you will never start anything anyway, anytime. These voices we get in our head that tells us, I'm worried about what people think, what people will say. You should just get over it and try what I'm trying right now, which is an experiment. Number 2, focus on quantity rather than on quality. And this for me at first was a bit puzzling because I've been trying hard in my life to make things happen in one shot. And obviously that's a bit idealistic and very inaccurate about how life should go. So imagine how many times have you been stuck and not being able to make something come to fruition because you were so focused on making it perfect the first time. In his video, he gives the example, the story of a pottery class. And I heard the same story about a photography class where you have a professor gives an assignment to two different groups. The first group, he tells them, you have 30 days to take one picture. And obviously, this picture should be as good as possible. In the second group, he asked them to take a picture daily. So by the end of the month, they should have 30 pictures. And as you might suspect, the group who was taking the most pictures was the group where the most beautiful pictures, the most professional pictures came out to be, because people had time to experiment. They had time to practice. They didn't care about the final product being perfect the first time. They focused on practicing, fine-tuning, and improving. And without the pressure of coming up with something great the first time, it's always a better measure for you to feel free, to feel more creative. And therefore, by the end of the month, by the end of the process, you end up with something much greater. You end up with something much greater than if you had been stuck trying to make one shot of whatever you try to do. And by doing this video today, this is what I'm trying to do. Before, I've been stuck trying to record a perfect video in one shot. And now I realize that, you know what? It's not perfect. It might not even good enough for my standards or your standards, but that's fine. I'm trying it. And by shooting more and more, I know I can improve and I know I can progress. This leads to the third tip. Just act. Stop thinking, stop staying in your mind. And that's what I've been doing for quite some time for many aspects of my life. Everything is here. Everything is theory. Everything is a dream, a wish, an expectation. And until you start using your brain, put ideas on paper, put ideas in your reality, they just remain ideas. And ideas, there's so many ideas in the world. Everybody has brilliant ideas, but not many people decide to take action and apply them in the real life. So by doing this right now, looking at this small camera right in front of me, I'm doing it. This idea was here for a long time and I decided to plug it on the computer and see how it works. Now, the fourth tip, which I think is the most important and the most relevant for me, is be patient and consistent. Now, I know these days being patient has become a very rare commodity. I mean, everything comes so quickly, right? You order through Amazon, you order a pizza, you order a book, everything comes immediately. So we have a tendency to forget how much time things are supposed to take. And work and trying to achieve something, try to work on your passion, try to make something come to reality, does not happen in an instant. It takes time. It takes moments of doubt, moments of fear, moments of sweat. And only then you can see results. And I'm sure it's not only me and that you've experienced that before, but when we start working on something, we still have those dreams, those thoughts, those expectations, and we want to see the results, right? And then we don't see anything for quite some time because it takes time to warm up an engine. It takes time for you to get into your zone, to get the momentum flowing. And therefore, we don't see anything and we wonder, but what am I doing this for anyway? So at some point, you hit this wall of doubt, of impatience, and you wonder, is it still worthwhile to continue or should I just stop? So the patience comes at this point, the resilience, right? Now, resilience and patience come with consistency because if you don't work regularly on something, it is even harder to restart each and every time. So let's say writing an article per day, doing your exercise every day, meditate every day. This is consistency because at some point, it just becomes more natural. It just becomes not a have to type of thought. It just becomes part of you. And you don't even need to think about it. You just do it naturally. So this is what I like about the patience and consistency advice is that not many people would do it, but this is how you get true results. So why not trying? Hopefully, you're going to see more of me in this video. Otherwise, it means that I haven't followed the fourth advice at all. So for me to shoot this video today was not only a challenge. I think it was more about an experiment, about trying out something new that I had never tried before. And I believe this channel should be about this. in life, whether it be personal, professional, for your career, for your relationships. It's about trying out things that you've never tried before and you still don't know if they're going to work or not. But we're not going to succeed the first time. We're going to try, fail, succeed, succeed, and fail. And I want this channel to be about being curious, being diversified in the way you see things, the way you want to experience things. And we're going to try this because eventually we can never get it right the first time. We need to experience, we need to embrace the journey, and therefore we need to see the results happening slowly but gradually. When was the last time you tried to experiment or experience something new? Something that maybe was scaring you for quite some time, or something you had never thought about trying. Let me know in the comments below how you overcame the fear, the doubts, and eventually succeeded in your new endeavor. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.